You know what's weird? A Three Musketeers bar. They say Three Musketeers, but there's only the two types of talk in that candy bar. They have the hard outer shell, they have the fluffy inner shell. What's the third musketeer? Air? You know what I think? I think one of the musketeers went off and became AWOL. Yeah, he went off and became a sugar daddy. Got himself a little baby Ruth. He sees her now, he sees her later. He's giving her a real big payday of about $100,000 to keep her by his side. You know, change his name to Clark, the whole thing. On the subject, you know what else is weird? Those naked juices. They have such, all their names are really good, you know? They have the Red Machine, Berry Blast, Mighty Mango, Power Garden, and then Strawberry Banana. I don't know what happened. It just doesn't fit with the rest of them. I think the problem, though, is because bananas are phallically shaped, because everything you come up with sounds dirty. Long and strong, mean and lean, the pink erection. While on the subject of erections, you know what's a really bad name for a condom company? Trojan condoms. Let me hit you with some real fast history. The Greeks tried to lay siege to the city of Troy and it didn't work, so they came up with this plan. They're going to get some hardwood, fill it up with tiny little soldiers. The Trojans pull the horse into the gates. Then the soldiers burst out of the gates and open up the gates and let all the other little soldiers flood in and lay siege to the city of Troy. That's literally the exact opposite of why you would use a condom in the first place. It's the exact desired outcome of a condom. It's like when you hear that certain antidepressants increase thoughts of suicide. It's like the exact opposite of why you would have them. If you're being suicidal, you should take antidepressants. They shouldn't increase thoughts of suicide. That's like taking Viagra to be impotent. What medicine has a side effect that's the direct cause of its anti-cause? It's just strange, is all I'm saying. Another thing that's weird that I always thought was weird to me was math, because math changes all the time. When you're little, it's 5 plus 7 is 2, 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 minus 5 is 2, but 5 minus 7, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't take 7 away from 5. It can't be done. But then all of a sudden, they tell us that there's negative numbers, and 5 minus 7 is now negative 2. There's a whole realm of numbers they didn't even tell us existed. This whole other realm. They changed the rules again. Then they grow up and you start squaring numbers. 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, square root of 25 is 5, square root of 28, well, that you can't square 28. Can't be done. It's not a perfect square. It can't be done. That's the rule. Then, 2 years later, they're like, well, actually, remember that 28? We can now break it up and radicalize its factors. So now you can have square root of 4, square root of 7. Now the answer is 2 radical 7. Once again, they changed our entire system on us, and we have all these new rules. And when they give us these new rules, they tell us other rules, like you can't radicalize a negative number. But then you go into math one day, and all of a sudden, radical negative 1 is now I, an imaginary number. They just imagined all these numbers that are non-real. They're just imaginary. Once again, they changed the entire system on us and gave us all these new rules and ripped out what we knew before. And then they look us dead in the eye and say right to our faces that math is a building block system. How could it be a building block system if they keep ripping out the foundation every 4 years? What are they building, a floating house? It makes no sense. The whole world makes no sense, and all you have to do is look for it and you can find it.